Life is suffering! But when you're a child, it's pretty sweet. So here are 8 reasons why it's better to be a kid. Number 1, no responsibility. No bills, no cooking, no one asking you to pick them up from the airport because they're too lazy to buy an Uber, Billy! No one is relying on you for dick. Every adult has a to-do list that they're ignoring. Right now, I should be doing my taxes, but I'm too distracted by thoughts on Instagram deep-throating popsicle sticks. Do hoes not get brain freezes? It's hard to enjoy building a house when yours is about to be taken away, and not having to worry about anything allows kids to tune out the world. Would it kill you to have some dinner ready when I came home? I'm sleeping with the neighbor. What? I always knew you were a whore! Number 2, fast metabolism. As a child, you can eat whatever you want. Imagine eating a pillowcase full of candy as an adult. After 10 minutes, you'd be like, oh God, please be the sweet release of death. Nope. Just another Snickers. We all know food is dopamine, so how wild is it that kids can have as much as they want? I'm the one making my therapist cry, so if anyone deserves McDonald's, it's me. And I can't even eat one Big Mac without feeling like I'm having a miscarriage. I never even gained weight as a kid. I'd just be stuffing Twinkies in my face while fat-shaming my aunt. Maybe you should take better care of yourself, Becky. Number 3, bounce back from injury. When I was a kid, I fell out of a second-story window. I felt fine an hour later. The other day, I sneezed and threw out my lower back. As a kid, you have some Wolverine juice that makes you heal much faster. And even when you break something, it's not a big deal. Like I mentioned earlier, you don't have any responsibility. If anything, it's a net benefit. Now you get to leave class early, don't have to go to gym, and get attention from your school crush. Here, let me get the door. There's a chance for you to check out her back door. Number 4, sex drive. I like to think I'm a rational person, unless I'm horny. Being horny is like playing League of Legends with chickenpox, where you abandon your friends because you just can't stop itching. You know how many poor decisions I made because of my food, shelter, job, now all come second to the kitty. I just want to go back to a time when double fisting meant 2 ice cream cones at McDonald's instead of trying to jerk my way out of poverty. But as a kid, you don't got to worry about some poison in your brain always screaming, put it in! Number 5, unlimited energy. Kids are basically coke heads without the side effect of Lindsay Lohan face. They can wake up at 7 a.m. like, hey Dad, what are we doing today? We going to the park, movies, nail salon with that Asian woman you told me not to tell Mom about? Tell me. I used to stay up all night and go to school the next day. Now if I don't get 9 hours, I just start beating puppies. Stop barking! Dad. We'll go to the pound and get another. Number 6, optimism. Everyone's depressed nowadays. Politics, housing market, Zac Efron's face. Everyone has a reason to be sad. You were so beautiful. But as a kid, reality from the real world hasn't set in yet. They still believe in fairy tales, like Santa will give them presents, and if they lose their gag reflex, they'll get into heaven. Ignorance really is bliss. And everyone always talks about childhood trauma, but kids barely remember anything. Say your face is hideous to a kid and they'll forget it in a day. Have your coworker say, what's up with your hairline? And it'll hurt forever. Number 7, free shit. Tooth Fairy, Santa, Jesus. Your childhood is filled with made-up characters just handing out free shit. You don't gotta work for anything. Pretty Please Daddy isn't gonna get you free stuff as an adult. Well, unless you got a nice pair of fun bags, or can deep squat for longer than 2 minutes. Actually, when you think about it, kids are basically gold diggers, spawning in someone else's house like, I guess this is mine now. Number 8, swave. As a child, you basically have a swave. They'll clean up after you, bring you where you want to go, and best of all, it's free! I can see why white people didn't want to give them up. Having people do work for you feels so good. Wipe faster! I got soccer practice, bitch! Plus, you gotta admit, it feels a little good to bully someone, you know? There's no HR manager for your parents. You can call them whatever you want, and they still gotta feed you. Hey Dad, 2-part question. Why are you so ugly, and where are my snacks? Best part is, kids don't have to drive anywhere. They don't gotta worry about traffic, road rage, or fighting over a parking spot. Their biggest concern is figuring out how to eat Doritos while scrolling through TikTok. I was here first! Eat a bag of dicks, I ain't moving. What did you say to me? Mother... Get your hands off me! Get your hands off me! So there you have it, all the reasons it's better to be a kid. If I missed any, please let me know down in the comments. And to any new fathers out there, just remember, the most important day in your kid's life is when you sit him down and say, son, you used to be in my balls. You know what you want to do? Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.